Hey, listen up. Yeah, we here and we locked in. Let's keep it going all the way to the top 10. We feel the turtle, so it's no other option. Fred and Ryan, just watch them. Let's take it to the max. It's the shell and tell. They come with all the facts. It's the shell and tell. Let's take it to the max. It's the shell and tell. They come with all the facts. It's the shell and tell.
Welcome, you guys, to a Shell and Tell feature here. We have an interview with an All-American punter. Pretty excited to bring this to you guys. Anybody that's new to Shell and Tell, welcome. First of all, hope you like, share, subscribe wherever you found us. I know when we get new players and connected with our names, we get a lot of new listeners. So I hope you enjoy this. I want to apologize to Brenden and to all you listeners, especially you longtime listeners that know that part of Shell and Tell is a quality audio podcast, the audio part of it, to make sure that you're not turning the volume up and down, there's not bangs and clicks, there aren't people saying, hey, we're going to edit this out later, don't worry, and then you still hear them talking about that when I'm listening to the final product. We spend time editing this stuff. We spend time make sure this doesn't happen. Well, we were fighting an uphill battle and a tight timeline here with Mr. Brenden. We must have tried to record 5 different times together. We did record twice. Both of them terrible internet issues. The first one was from his football stadium at school, and the LTE couldn't keep up with the audio and video streaming that we were doing. The next time, not really sure what was going on. He was at home on Wi-Fi, and it was still falling apart on us. As you'll hear in the episode, very little of, because I've spent 4 hours of my day editing this 45-minute video down to the 20 minutes that you're going to hear. There were technical difficulties. What you will notice is his audio does echo, as though he's already standing in Xfinity Center by himself on a megaphone. So just imagine him in Xfinity Center, and it'll help you out. But I hope you really guys enjoy this. The interview was just too insightful. It was just too interesting for us diehard fans out there, and of course the family, friends, and fans of Mr. Brenden Segovia to bury, to just get rid of, even though I'm a little upset about the audio quality. I promise we'll do better. I know we're going to hear more from this man as we go on, and I hope that we'll have him back on the show again, and we'll get this taken care of, no problems. I hope you guys really enjoy this interesting look into the commitment of our 5-star All-American, both Adidas and NBC All-American punter. Many years of good luck, and go Terps. We are now joined by a very special guest, Brenden Segovia. Brenden is a 2021 Adidas All-American Bowl selection, one of the top punters in our nation, and currently holds an offer from the University of Maryland. I reached out because Brenden was in town this weekend. Yeah. He was on his unofficial visit, whatever these guys are allowed to do during the pandemic, where we have to pretend we can't see coaches and we can't do anything, but we still go to college campuses by ourselves.
Right.
So I want to know more about that process. So I reached out, and he was nice enough to join us.
Appreciate you taking the time, man. Thanks for stopping by.
I was talking to Ryan earlier, and I'm just grateful that he's kind of been supporting me on Twitter, just liking everything I like reading, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, no doubt.
I appreciate knowing that the people care about that, that the Twitter presence of the fans can actually assist in like the what a program looks like. Because we have plenty of fans out there that make programs look bad. It's good to know that you can do some things to make programs look good as well.
Yeah. Sure. I was talking to Coach Snook, and I told him that obviously I want to make an impact in the locker room, but also that. I meant I want to make an impact on the field, obviously, but I want to carry myself well off the field, and just be progressive always.
Right. Makes a lot of sense. Let's get the fans to know a little bit about you, man. Tell us a little bit about your background growing up. Like, what got you into playing football? What ultimately got you into punting? And that's kind of unique. So what's kind of been your path?
My brother, I've always looked up to him. He was a great athlete, soccer, and he received a scholarship at Berkeley.
Okay.
Unfortunately, when he got there, they found a heart on him. And he had to retire soccer. and they installed a defibrillator in his heart, and he has a pretty unique body himself. But I started playing football because my mom she kind of encouraged me to. I was relatively embarrassed to like be the kicker and a soft personality, but I did it right away. I looked at the opportunity to start high school and meeting people and just trying to build a network.
Right.
And leads to another. I started getting camps, and I started building a name. I started getting better, and I started putting in time and money into becoming a better player. And the amount of progress I made my freshman sophomore year was significant, and I decided that I was to journey potentially collegiate kicker and punter.
Right.
And I mean, I've put in work, and I was an All-American.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just can't really complain. But the reason I bring up my brother, and also just the rest of my family is we've grown up in this very solid structure. There's been times that are very tough, and times where we've been doing very well. But what I want to do with my future is first and foremost, I want to give my family some stuff that we haven't necessarily always been able to have. And second off, I want to use this opportunity I have to platform for myself and just put grace into the world. And just show how if you believe in Christ, you dedicate your life to Christ, He'll take care of you.
Hey. That's awesome, man.
Very good, man. I mean, bring that up. You play for Oaks Christian School in Westlake Village, California. As we see the California sign before you, but you were nice enough to rep the Ravens jersey there for us.
Yeah, love it. Good touch.
Birdland BS appreciates it.
Right.
So tell us about this Chris Sale kicking camp. I saw you were selected as award there. We don't know much about the kicker camp.
Right.
So basically, it's a pretty simple system. These guys have a lot of initiative over the years. They've built a brand for themselves. And they get the best kickers and punters to camp consistently. And the way I was selected as an All-American was at a camp in Vegas, where all the best specialists in the country showed up to Las Vegas, and we all went head to head. And myself and Michigan commit Tommy Doman, we were both selected as Army All-Americans, or Adidas All-Americans now. And I mean, just throughout recruitment. And just like season. Well, more for him season. Because I'm going to be mine in about a week. It's just proven that we're here for a reason.
Right.
We work hard, and we're both going to end up Power 5 football, and the future holds whatever it holds.
That's awesome, man. You talk about the spring season starting. I mean, obviously the pandemic's affected everything from recruiting, from your season. What has that been? How difficult has it been to keep up the training with everything going on? I know California's had some pretty strict restrictions. Maryland's right there with you guys really on most of that stuff, but how's that really affected your final year of training?
Obviously there's some obstacles, but there's obstacles for everyone else.
Right.
I try to take the pros of everything, and what I can really take out of this experience is that I built a great relationship with my partner, and he more recently than ever. I've honestly been punting the heck out of the ball. He's just I just see this expression on his face that he's kind of like blessed that just proud to be my father, and that's honestly at the end of the day what I want to be responsible. I just want to be someone that my father appreciate, my mother can appreciate, and just be the best I can every day.
Right. That's awesome, man. I mean, we all strive to make our parents and our fathers proud, for sure. And that's great that you're doing that and you're on the right path with everything. So with this entire recruiting process, We obviously knew that you originally had made a commitment to UCLA, but things have changed a little bit recently. What happened with UCLA? Kind of how that whole thing, unfolded.
Yeah. So I believe it was about November 15th, November 13th. I had a good UCLA walk on. My family was super excited. I'd be staying home, and I was just going to put on LA vacation. But unfortunately, this last semester, academically, I just didn't perform at the highest of my abilities. I finished 3.0 cumulative GPA, and that get me into UCLA. So I decided to re-up my recruitment, and here we are now.
Okay.
Right.
You received the offer from Maryland in February, and this, like we said, this weekend you landed in Baltimore and asked for dinner suggestions on Twitter, which started this whole interaction.
Right.
Where'd you eat dinner?
I went to a place called the first night I landed. I went to like Steak and Shake.
Okay. Yeah.
So cheap food.
That's
but
not
it's
a
good
Maryland
cheap
thing,
food,
but it's decent good food. Yeah.
It was rather decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so obviously, like you said, you're an All-American punter, right? You're back out there looking for the potential next, stop for you.
You got options: MSU, USC, Maryland, among others.
You don't come across a top 5 punter in the country that often, right? So I'm sure you got a lot of other colleges out there, calling your number, trying to put their best foot forward. Maryland, obviously, you visited us here recently. How did that visit go for you? What was your experience like here at the university?
Well, I first, I don't really like expectations, but I kind of did. I had imagined exactly what it was. Just brick buildings, just a lot of space. I'd obviously done some research and beautiful facilities, great stadium. Brand new Terps stadium, and there was some construction around the facilities, and I think actually about 3 months from now, I'll be opened up. But overall, I was pleased with how everything looks academically, all the buildings, all the facilities. Then obviously in regards to can't complain. They've done very much to give these athletes opportunities to drive. $200 million. That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, we can't wait for that to go open up, which, like I said, is about 3 months. That's supposed to open up. They also apparently have brand new video boards that they had bought and were supposed to be installed
Sitting
for
in a
last
warehouse.
season. And when they decide not to let me come watch games, they decide to let it stay dry in a warehouse for an extra year, which I can't blame them. As long as they're not lying to me and they go up this year, I'll be okay with it. Because we've been looking forward to new sound system and new screens in that stadium to make that even a better place to be on Saturdays. It's a lot of fun for us. So the pandemic has obviously moved your season to spring ball. How are they doing it out there? Are you guys getting a full season in? How many games are you playing? What's that going to look like?
Yeah, it's actually been an interesting process. Gavin Newsom, our governor, he actually gave us clearance a week ago. So myself with my team, this is our second day with shoulder pads, and I mean, it's obviously a weird transition. Pretty quick, and we're gonna be playing football next week.
Run through.
Yeah, so they've allowed us to play 6 games. And like I was saying earlier before we disconnected, it's just been really fast. We drew on our shoulder pads yesterday, and there's obviously some just technical adjustments everyone needs to make. And I'm actually quite curious to see what the quality of football will look like.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting test for everybody. What do you? You got any other players on your team you're excited about that are trying to get their next opportunity? Anybody you want to shout out?
We have some recruits and some commits. Great athlete. Ethan Calvert. He's to Utah. Kalen Moore, Colorado. Carson Swartstrom. He's with UCLA now. And there's actually a guy I'm trying to get in Maryland. His name is Derek Boyd. He's an all-purpose back, ranked fifth in the country, 24/7.
Wait a second. Wait, you're going to try to get this guy into Maryland. Are you trying to hint that you're headed to Maryland, or what's going on here?
Yeah, or you just want to send him by himself?
Or you sending it by himself as a thank you?
It's just like a thank you.
I like it. So, I mean, seriously though, on a serious level. So what are you looking for most in a college? Like what is it going to take for a college like Maryland to land a punter like you?
I think there's three elements of criteria. Obviously college life, that's about campus, small things.
Right.
And then there's academic value. My major. I'm interested in both business and really intelligence.
And we got a better spot for the intelligence spot, man.
Right.
Obviously. I want to be in DC one day.
Yep. There you go.
But the third thing is obviously quite practical because I'm a player. I'm interested in a strong foundation for the football program. I know Coach Loxley has a tight relationship with the administration just because of the research I've done, and I know that they've with the football element. Obviously, we have a strong coaching staff. Loxley, very well known, was at Alabama, was very successful. And then look at a guy like Brenden, lots of NFL experience. Obviously, that says a lot about how much input you can give every practice. But I think that's a very helpful resource for after school. If anyone's performing well, NFL level, there's a connection.
Right.
And on top of that, just they've spent lots of fun making sure that these athletes have the resource to succeed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're trying to step in the right direction, man. We got in the Big Ten a couple years ago, and I know we talked earlier. You were impressed just about the difference in all the Big Ten schools versus the Pac-12 that you were used to seeing. Is that what you were talking about earlier?
I remember, and this is no shot at UCLA, but when I took a look at the schedule, it was just kind of like, all right, there's USC, there's UW, Colorado, Oregon, and that's great. But I feel like when you look at the college rankings every year, you see Ohio State, you see Penn State, you're gonna see Michigan. This is a high level of football, and there's a lot of dedication out there. In football.
Right.
Yep. If you want the toughest schedule in the country, I think you're going to the right school because every year we're ranked in the top 10 toughest schedules.
For sure.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're having some technical difficulties, so we lost the video feed. But Brenden, I was talking about having the added perk here in the state of Maryland, obviously having the professional team with the Ravens up the street. You got a pretty darn good punter in Sam Cook up the road who has been down here at the university and worked with kickers here in the past. Is that enticing to you? How exciting is that to be able to work with somebody of that caliber?
I think that's awesome. Honestly, I've done a lot of research on Sam Cook myself. I know he has a very diverse arsenal, and if I do get the chance to work with them in the near future, I think that is an opportunity to expand mine.
Exactly.
Maryland's had some success with kickers in the recent history. Just in the time that I've been there as a season ticket holder, Adam Podlish playing in the NFL as a punter, Nick Novak playing in the NFL as a place kicker, Brad Craddock got a shot with the Browns, and he both punted and kicked for us.
Yeah.
So I mean, hopefully you next in the long line of success there. Where do you see your future?
Obviously, the NFL would be absolutely awesome. I feel like that's a great foundation in terms of finance. I'm sure Punter can do quite well for himself. 3, 4, maybe 5 years in the league. Anything past that's great. But the way I see myself building a future for myself, I want to get involved with finance. I can see myself as a hedge fund manager or even like a business owner. And like I said, playing in the NFL would be a great financially, but that doesn't happen. That's the path that was put in. I just gonna do what I can every day.
Yeah, take advantage of what football's got you for right now.
Yeah,
Getting your into this top school and doing what you want. Talking about being in DC being a good thing for your future. Our last guest, Ellis McKinney, was a lineman for the Terps, and he took his 4 years, and now he's in grad school law at Georgetown.
Yeah.
So it's all about what you do with the opportunities that football provided you, whether that be at the league or whether that be in your future in your career.
Sorry to interrupt you, but that's what it. You made a great point about making the most out of the school experience, and that's kind of why that's why I'm accepting a walk on, because obviously that can be a little bit financial down the road, but the experience going to a school, a Power 5 school, recognized school, that's invaluable. And I'm just if I need to go for 1, 2 years, that's so be it.
Right.
I think a lot of people in this country, and that's necessary step to be successful at what we do.
What else we got?
Well, obviously, what everybody wants to know is when you plan on making your decision, when you plan on making your commitment. Obviously, like we've talked about numerous times, you've got a couple other visits lined up. You just recently here. When are you looking to make this announcement? When are you looking to make your decision? And why isn't it Maryland?
We're recording this March. I'm going to be committing tomorrow. 10 a.m. And
nice.
I just look forward to building a future for myself.
That's awesome, man.
All right. Well,
we can't do it anything but wish you the best, man. We hope it's here. We hope we're in Section 7 rooting you on. Appreciate you taking the time to sit down with us. I'm sorry for all the technical difficulties, but glad we were able to do this, man. And we look forward to hopefully talking to you again soon.
Yeah. Quick question for you guys.
Sure.
That kickoff there. Is that always there, or is that there because you have a kick on the show?
Nah, that's always there on the Birdland BS set. That's just funny. I didn't even think about that. That's hilarious. But no, it's always there. It's part of the set.
Yeah. Well, guys. I'm a little bit sorry about the technical difficulties.
It's okay. I think we just had another one.
Yeah. We'll get this edited up, man. We'll get it cleaned up.
I'm being told I have to ask you one more question. Then I'm to find somewhere to edit it in, which I'm going to be doing plenty of editing on this, so we might as well do it. So we see your number is 23. We want to know the backstory on this. Is this the normal Jordan? Is this you're from California, so it's the David Beckham number since you were a soccer player? What's going on? Nothing. Totally dead. There we go. You're there.
In football, at least in high school football, kickers aren't we're not choosers. We're not choosers. So it's actually just randomly assigned. But actually, this little last season we're going to be playing in the spring. I'm going to be repping number 86.
Nice.
Number 86.
And now, was that a choice or that was an assignment?
Yeah, I put on a few pounds since last season, so I
need a new size. Move it up. We understand.
Yeah. We get that.
I have a few number 86 jerseys in my man cave I can't fit in.
Oh man. All right, man. Well, again, we appreciate the time. Appreciate you doing this with us, and good luck with your future. Hopefully, it's here at Maryland.
Yeah. This is the broadcast, but guys, I hope we can do this again. Hope we can do this again in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. Keep in touch. No problem.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good night, guys.
All right, you too.
Bye. Well, guys, that's it for our interview. If you want to check out our little snippet of the very first time we talked to Brenden, that's also on the YouTube channel. Check it out, where he accidentally let us know that he was committing. Little 3-minute video from the first interview with him. Pretty interesting. Outside of that, please listen, like, subscribe, tell your friends, rate, review, whatever you can do to help us out. It is appreciated. As you heard from Brenden, sometimes it even helps out the program itself. So if you want a winning basketball, football program, do your part, be a great Terp, and let's keep this rolling. Until next time, here's to wishing all is well.